Desi, is Taiwan beautiful? So it's quite to be honest, um, it's kind of hard to me to say yes or no. Why? Because first, I haven't traveled that much in Taiwan. I mean, I'm chemistry student, so I haven't traveled that much around Taiwan. And the second one, because I come from Indonesia, and because we saw before that my friend showed us about Indonesia, and as you saw before that, we have everything in Indonesia. We have ocean, we have everything. I mean, diversity, we have everything. So because I haven't traveled that much in Taiwan, so I couldn't say yes or no if someone asked me, is Taiwan beautiful, to be honest. That's why I choose my topic, heart perspective, because I want to share about my life story being in Taiwan. Okay, so I guess all of you ever saw this picture. When I went to Taichung with my lab mates, if I'm not mistaken, I saw this picture, Taiwan, the heart of Asia. And I think that's correct. Taiwan's can be a representative of heart of Asia, as we know that Asian people is really, I mean, I'm from Indonesia, and we are Asian. You're Taiwanese, and that we are Asian, and I know we know each other that how's the culture of Asian. So for me, it is really true that Taiwan is the heart of Asia. Why? I would like to bring you to my first coming when I came to Taiwan. Okay, so this is my. I'd like to tell you about the short story about my first coming. So I came to Taiwan in February 2014. So it's been almost 2 years now I've been in Taiwan. So at the time, in my time, there was just few international students in CCU, not like now. Especially from Indonesia, and as I know, only one from Indonesia, only one Indonesian student here. But now she has graduated, and after, if you know, Ferry and then Ismail and then me, then three of us came to CCU. So we were new students at the time. So I haven't got any. I mean, it was quite difficult for me to get the information about this campus and also about Taiwan. So, but thanks to the university, because university has a program to give us, for international students, they gave us buddy. So at the time also, I came late to Taiwan. So yeah, I came late. So no one picked me up in airport. So February 16th, I arrived in airport maybe around 8 or 9, I forgot, but then I arrived in, oops.
Okay.
Then I arrived in CCU at 2 a.m. in the morning. 2 a.m. in the morning. I was alone from airport here, but thanks to this buddy, she's really, I mean, I really love her. Yeah, she's Alice Tin. She has prepared all of the things for me in the morning at 2 a.m. And that time it was winter. It was winter, and that was my first time to experience 4 seasons country, because in my country we don't have winter season. So that was my first time winter at 2 a.m. But thanks to this girl, really helpful. And then she prepared all of the things. She brought me to the dormitory. She said everything. So that was my first impression about Taiwanese people. Because of her, that was my first impression about Taiwanese people. So I think, wow, Taiwanese people are really, really kind-hearted people because I didn't know her before. Okay, and it's not exactly day 2 actually. So this is my story about her, my buddy, Alice, and the day 2 or day 3, I forgot. But to be honest, also when I came here, I only brought money, just not that much. So cash money. So I spent my money. I'm maybe at my day 2 or day 3, I forget. But I spent my money, so I don't have any cash money. But because again, I'm Asian people, I feel hesitate to tell others. That's, I mean, especially for Indonesian people usually really feel hesitate if they ask help or something. So I feel hesitate at the time. And then I have ATM, you know ATM? And then and then I went to the post office ATM. I thought that my ATM will work at the time. I didn't know. And I feel hesitate to ask others. And then I tried to put my ATM, but it didn't work. And then I didn't ask anyone, but then maybe there was a guy. I even didn't ask his name, but I don't know. I don't know about him now. But maybe he saw me and then he asked me, "Do you have any problem or do you need any help?" And I said, "I want to take money, but my ATM couldn't work." And at the time, because I have no idea about Chinese, I only know how to say "xie" like that. And then he brought me to the officer, and then the officer said that we have to go to the administration building because we have bank there. So maybe my ATM card could be work in the administration building bank, Taiwan bank. So okay, we went there, and then he took me to the administration building, but with his bike. I mean, I didn't know him. He even also didn't know me, but he took me to the administration building with his bike. So can you imagine that? I mean, after that, I try my ATM, and then it works. I could take my money, and then okay, then they say thank you, and then wow, that was my second impression about Taiwanese people after Alice. So okay, in my conclusion at the time, that Taiwanese people are really kind-hearted, because I didn't know if that guy, I didn't know him at all. So that was my story of my first coming. That's why I make the highlight of kind-hearted people. And that was my first coming. And what about now? I've been here for 2 years. How's life? So this is my lab mates. And they're really nice to me. They're my family in my lab. Yeah, they are my family, and they help me a lot. Not only like friend, but really like family. So even if I have something to ask, I don't feel hesitate to ask them. Okay, this is my life now. And then talk about Indonesia and Taiwan, because I come from Indonesia. Of course, it's different. We have very differences. Let's say weather. I told you before that we only have, in Indonesia, we only have 2 seasons, dry seasons and rainy seasons. So we could say that in my country, summer all the time, no winter, so summer all the time. So that was also my struggling when I came to Taiwan. I was really struggling about the weather. It was really cold. And what about the language? The language also is very totally different, of course. So as we know that Taiwanese, you also have how to say, simplified Chinese and then traditional Chinese, right? But you use traditional Chinese, and I said I have no idea about it, and I was struggling to learn Chinese. Why? First, because Chinese is the one of the most difficult language in the world, and also the second one because Chinese is my fourth language. So I come from Indonesia with my mother tongue. I have mother tongue called Batak